Hello, my name is Hope. I just wanted to start off by welcoming you in, and maybe you could start off by letting me know your name, tell me a little bit about yourself, what brought you in.
Hi, so my name's Tanisha, and really just what brought me in is I've just been feeling a lot of overwhelming feelings. Like I've been pretty stressed out recently, so actually my friend recommended me.
Okay, I see. So, what exactly can you pinpoint? What exactly has been stressing you out, or just kind of overwhelming feeling of stress?
Well, I've just been really stressed lately with like online school. It's very overwhelming for me, and I've just been finding like no motivation to get things done, and just a lot of anxiety when I see the assignments, and just not enough time or communication to perform well, I feel.
Yeah, okay, I totally get that. It's been a huge transition now with everything going online and everything changing like that. So it's definitely hard to get used to and hard to keep motivated, especially when you're in second year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just started, you kind of got used to your old stuff and now it's all switched online.
Yeah.
So what kind of like resources do you use? Do you have everything like planned out, or you just kind of go weekly? How have you been
Well, in the
planning?
beginning of the year, I wrote all of my assignments and stuff on a planner I had, but I haven't really like looked at it since. Like it's just been like sitting on my nightstand table, and I kind of just like play it by ear almost. I'll like look each week to see which assignments I have due, because there's like this calendar thing I can go on. So I'll look at that, but that stresses me out because it's for the whole month and I can see all the assignments. But I try and plan out like a specific day for the assignment so I can do it. And say if I have a lot of assignments in that week, if I do that assignment that's due that day, then I won't have enough time to email my prof if I had a question about it. So it just stresses me out with not being able to be in person to learn about the assignment, to ask questions.
Yeah, I see. That makes a lot of sense. And not being able to ask quick questions, or questions like towards the end of an assignment or the end of a day, and they might not get back to you till the next day. As for the calendar, maybe you can try using that calendar that you wrote all your assignments on in the beginning of the semester, or if that one's not working for you, maybe get a different design. How is that one? Like a book or like a calendar?
Yeah, it's just a whole like book. It's almost like an agenda for the whole year of 2020.
Okay. And that hasn't been helping you much? You haven't really been using it since you wrote in it for the first time? Yeah.
I think that's hard because that planner is more like to keep in your backpack to like look, where I'm in my own space in my house, so I don't really think to pick it up and check.
So maybe you could try and start adding that into your routine, maybe looking in the book more often, even on the weekends before you start your week, just to know everything that you had previously planned out.
Yeah.
Or even use it and maybe go into more detail about what you would like to do on each specific day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so do you find it's harder because you don't want to open the book, you don't feel the need to take it out?
Yeah, I feel like since I'm at my house and I'm not like in the school routine in person, I find that I'm not really on top of checking and seeing like what's next. I just kind of go online and just look through my classes to see like what's next.
Right. So maybe it would be helpful to get a calendar that you can actually put on the wall or hang it up somewhere, so that way you can see everything right when you wake up, or whenever you take a glance at it, it'll just remind you. It'll be a visual reminder there, as well as actually having the information that you need.
Yeah, I think that would actually be really helpful, just to, like, as soon as I wake up, I can look on the wall instead of having to remember to look through a whole book.
For sure.
I think that would help, actually.
For sure. And you were saying you have a calendar online as well that you can check that has everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one could be helpful to use as well. And are you able to like add to that calendar, your school one? Are you?
No, it just says whatever my profs put on it.
Okay. So even if you use that one as a guideline to know, and then on your actual calendar, write in more detail about how long you think each thing will take you, how long you want to set a certain amount of time to complete each activity. That way, even when it comes down to the day of doing the assignment, you already have an estimate of how long it will take you, or planning through your day so you don't run out of time.
Yeah, I think that would help
Mhm.
for my time management to just figure out each assignment and how long it will take, so it would be less stressful on me.
Mm-hmm. And you were saying your professors, you can't always get in contact with them. They won't always respond in a
Yeah.
timely manner. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard, especially if if it's a mini assignment or something, I'll usually plan to do it the day of if I
Mhm.
have prior assignments. So it's hard to ask these professors questions and stuff as they're busy and they have other classes. So if I'm asking them the day of the assignment, it's just not the best plan.
Mm-hmm. So maybe you could take a day at the beginning of the week to read through all your assignment outlines. That way, any pre-questions you have, you would know them before the due date, and you could send an email even a couple days in advance. That way you may get an answer. So you wouldn't have to do the work, just take a few minutes to read through the outlines. That way you can make sure you understand exactly what you will have to do when the time comes.
Yeah, I think that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Just as it's different from in person, I think that would work the best to
Mhm.
ensure that I have all of my questions answered.
Mm-hmm. So what would be your ideal outcome? What would you like to see from this semester?
I just want to perform well
Mhm.
and not be stressed the whole semester. I want to be organized to perform well. So focusing on my time management
Mhm.
and focusing on not having these overwhelming feelings
Mhm.
of being online.
Yep. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So all those things we talked about, you already are implementing a lot of those smaller things, but maybe it's just putting them into more detail or broadening the amount you're doing it with the calendars. You could have another one on your wall, right? And
Yeah.
and emailing your profs in advance and all that stuff may help to eliminate some of the stress, help
Yeah.
you have a more successful semester.
Yeah,
For
for
sure.
sure.
Okay, so maybe for next week, when you come in next week, I could get you to bring me in your calendar and we can even work on it together. And we can go through and plan out each hour, or each hour of the school day and what you would like to do. And I'll take a look at what you've added to the calendar as well and see how you've progressed and how the stress is
Okay.
taking on. All
Yeah,
right.
that sounds good.
Okay, I'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you.